about
Speaking of
this.
propaganda, do you guys know what the greatest example of propaganda in history might be? Tarot cards.
So the funny thing about the history of tarot cards going from just like a card game to fortune telling is in both instances, they were all about bored rich people. So tarot cards come out at sort of the same time like Machiavelli's The Prince is happening. In Italy, there is the Renaissance, and the wealthy are spending their money on seeming really wealthy. And they have a lot more time on their hands, and so they're playing card games. But they want their card games to reflect how cool they are and how classy they are. And so this game is about their lives, the lives of wealthy, wonderful people. But because they're living in a fairly religious society, they add a moral element to it, but it's really just a game. So it has things like the moon, the stars, temperance, death, fortitude. But mostly they're just playing a game where they can look at how cool they are and how refined they are. And that game becomes very global at all the courts of Europe because all of them want to be so cool they play this new cool game. And then because it's a cool game, more and more artists make more and more of them. They become fancier and fancier because you want to have the coolest card. And as printing gets better, they become more detailed. But of course, there's like this one-upsmanship. So you got to make them even more interesting. So as Egypt opens up, you see things like pyramids and those fancy weird that those people have, i.e. things that are sort of mysterious. And then in the 19th century, basically you have the rise in technology. Printing can be really fast. But also this massive shift in society makes people more uneasy. So things like seances and tarot become really big business, particularly for this new leisure class, because they need a hobby. Like from the beginning to end is literally, we need a hobby.